There's not a single person here, not a single person standing here, not a single person in this city, not a single person in this country who doesn't depend on junior doctors. Are already some of the most overworked, stressed people I've ever met, but they dedicate their lives to caring for others. So what an absolute damning indictment of this government, that of all people, they choose to wage war against our junior doctors. Shame, shame, shame on Jeremy Hunt.
What Jeremy Hunt is doing to this health service is nothing short of criminal and undemocratic.
They're imposing policies of privatisation, of fragmentation, of marketisation, handing over the NHS piece by piece to private corporate firms whose interests aren't the lives and health of patients, but making profit.
The fact that we have a market now in the health service where we buy and sell and have contracts that Alison Pollock reckons cost 20% of the NHS budget and would save 23 billion to be spent on patient care if they just removed all that buying, selling, contracting and nonsense that drives those of us who work in it mad and deprives people of services.
Not safe, not fair. Jeremy Hunt doesn't care.
They've got enough money to pay for wars, and they've got enough money to pay for bombs. They don't have enough money to support their own people in their own healthcare system in their own country.
The reason for these protests are not financial. I wouldn't be going into this to drop my pay for 5 years and then have to work back up again. The reason that people go into medicine is to help people, to try and make people get better against all odds. I cannot understand what is going on with this government imposing contracts and forcing and stretching an already stretched service to beyond breaking point. And I've been on the wards, I've worked at these strange voids between Friday and Monday. I've worked nights, I've worked weekends, and strangely enough, I've seen doctors at these times. They do exist.
I'm 11 years old and I'm at a protest march. I'm not going to say much, I'm just going to say that this affects everybody all across England.
I'm a cancer survivor. After surgery, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the dedication and skill of doctors. The other thing about me is I've worked for over 50 years. So I know what it is to be in a workplace, I know what it is to have a contract, and I recognise bullying when I see it.
With Jeremy Hunt and the weekend effect, I have met women who are so scared to come into hospital at the weekend or overnight that even though their baby is dangerously ill, they won't come into the hospital. And I have met women whose babies have been harmed by their fear of coming into the hospital.
In Parliament, Jeremy Hunt suggested that he's noted that morale amongst junior doctors seems to be particularly low, and he's going to use taxpayers' money to launch an inquiry into exactly why junior doctors' morale is so low. I think we can all say that we can safely save him a few pence there.
My name's Kirsty and I'm a junior doctor. I'm 40. I know I don't look it, okay, but I'm still a junior doctor. I've been qualified 15 years. I collected a PhD on the way into health services research. Okay? I think I can probably work out whether Monday and Friday count as the weekend or not. I work in an emergency department. We have, for as long as I remember, been staffed exactly the same at the weekend, however you define it, as we are the rest of the time. I am absolutely sick as we work to pick up the pieces of all the other services that this government and their predecessor coalition government have destroyed. I am sick of me and my fellow juniors that are still there resuscitating the British public at 3 o'clock on a Saturday morning. I am sick of being told we're not there. This contract is the final insult to a bunch of people who have been on the receiving end of a load of political point scoring for far too long. And it's time we drew our line in the sand, and we're doing that now. Thank you.
Say